YouTube. Hey, everybody.
It looks like all of the big ones are in here. Oh, Mills is here. Mills is. I watch her in the mornings.
Hold on. I got the mute. Okay, there we go. I had an echo.
Yeah. You don't. I don't hear from you a lot on Twitter. And this morning you're like, I gotta go live. I got some stuff to say. So I was like, oh.
I never go on Twitter. Okay, y'all. I haven't talked to any of y'all in so long. Okay, so y'all know Chad was in prison. Chad has been home since March. So that's where I've been. It's what now? January? So he's been home almost a year. It's been an adjustment. I never go on Twitter anymore. I try to I would catch I would never catch the lives, but I would watch the replay because that is how I went to sleep when he was in prison. That's how I slept at night. I left YouTube playing in the background.
Oh, that's
so that's I would listen to it. I would catch the replay, and he laughs at me. He thinks I'm crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm glad he's home. I think I remember when you said he was coming out. I just didn't remember when the date was. So is it was it were you beyond happy when it was he was finally home?
Yeah, he went to the halfway house first, and it seemed like it took forever. Is that my computer or yours, Mandy, making that sound?
It's got I don't think it's mine. Mine's my phone, and there's nothing brushing against it. There's nothing. Are you brushing against a microphone, maybe like your hair or something?
No, my laptop's just sitting there.
Gina, hey Mills.
Hold on, let me try this. I need a pair of earbuds.
It sounds like something might be brushing against it.
You just won't be able to hear me. Can you? What about now?
I don't hear it now. This is my fireplace behind me. It's one of those fake ones.
Did it go away, chat? Do y'all hear it? Crystal.
Not nearly as bad as it was. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
It is gone.
All right, I'm gonna say hey.
There's a lot to talk about in the Mr. Rogers neighborhood today, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Let me see. I always try to, if people say something, I try to say, I don't see Crystal. Crystal is blocked.
All right. Hey, Butterfly Sins, Crystal, Danny, Gina. I'm a Candy Ask. I haven't seen you or talked with you because you haven't called me. Lace with Lacey. Let It Go. Long Island Girl. Mimi Sweet Tea. Mills hasn't called me because you're just living your best life. Miss Know It Some. Rosie Red. And This Girl's Journey. Now, how do I go back to the chat?
Miss Girl's Journey just started following that, and I was excited.
Stormy Jane.
I noticed when people Samantha.
Samantha, why did you block me on Twitter?
Oh, I know. If you're talking about Telfer, I can't see her. I know I can't see
Telfer.
her. Telfer blocks everybody because she can't handle the heat.
I always get blocked. Always. The last year, I haven't even been in no drama. I haven't even put my 2 cents in nowhere. My raggedy ass 2 cents in nowhere.
Look, he's got a whole mini blind. Oh no, it's my thing here.
It's your speakers.
We have, we got a puppy. Look at this little butthead. Tell everybody what a butthead you are. Yeah, I don't mess with that girl.
Mandy. Why do you
Yeah,
have
I know.
Crystal blocked?
I don't. Is it Crystal? And Crystal, I'm sorry that this is what I know. Is it Crystal Ehart or is it Crystal?
No, the other Crystal.
I
Crystal
wouldn't
loves
have her
everybody. You know that.
blocked. I wouldn't block her. She and I are cool.
Crystal is good people. I don't care what nobody
Yeah, I
says.
mean, she's I don't have her blocked. But randomly, like that Donna, I don't remember her last name, is Donna Baldwin or just Donna Marie. I don't have her blocked anywhere, and I can't see her. She keeps telling me, okay, Texas Kim. Yeah, I don't have her blocked anywhere.
Hey, Embry.
I've gone into Creator Studio. I've gone everywhere. I don't have her blocked. I don't know what to do about it. So tell her I do have you blocked, and you're going to stay blocked till the end of time. Anyways, moving right along. Just kidding.
Hey, Kaylee. I ain't talked to you in a long time
Hey,
either.
Kaylee R. Diesel Cat. I love me some Diesel Cat.
Huh? It looks crazy. Hey, Diesel Cat.
Well, I think you need to start doing some motivational videos.
Look. Hey, Carrie. That's an OG right there, Carrie. Hey, Vicky. I would like to listen. I have not had the time, but my life has been crazy. Y'all think that's what I told Katey. I said, crazy? You think your life's been crazy? Hun, mine's been worse.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Yes. When I say I've been going through it, I've been going through it.
Kiddos and a life and all kinds of stuff.
Haley's about grown. I mean, she's living her best life, working. Yeah, she's working, driving, doing college applications. She's doing her thing. Hey, Punky.
We've got some cool cats up in here.
Yes. Yes. A lot of OGs. What, babe?
Yeah.
The charger to this thing, I won't start smoking.
It's in the front of my pocketbook. I don't like wearing these headphones. Dang, I'm talking loud, ain't I?
Yeah.
You might
have them headphones on.
Their headphones are so sensitive. If that middle part is brushing anything, that's what's doing it.
Background noise is very distracting. I wonder. I'm looking
Lord,
for this
did
fan
you
on.
really have 5?
I wonder what that noise is, y'all.
What is this? She is cooking with one hand and making sex toys with the other. What have you been doing? Hey, Cheshire. What have you been? You make sex toys? What is that about?
Oh, Lordy. Look.
I didn't know nothing about that.
I can tell you about quite a few. My man was gone 5 years.
But you make them? How do you
No.
make them? No, okay.
I've missed them too, Crystal.
Barry.
I just haven't had the time.
Bless's is wise. I have to say that. And I don't hand out compliments lightly, but she's pretty wise. You know what I mean? Sean's dancing and singing.
I see new names. Hey, Boomba, I recognize you from Katie's chat. Very Hot. That's a new name to me.
Do Rizzle's here.
Hey, Joe Rizzle. Hey, Embry.
That's another one that she's honest and raw, and I like that.
I never catch her live, but I do watch part of her replays just to see what's going on.
Ash274 has me blocked. Girl.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, Ash. Ash won't speak to me no more. Which I really don't see her.
I don't either.
Hey, Cumberson. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Michelle.
Kelly, you're something else. What is that noise? Hey, Gina.
I promise it's not mine. I promise. It's not too bad though. It's not as bad as it was. The microphone. Are you wearing those white earphones that have the like thing in the middle
I
where the
just took them
microphone
out
is?
because I think it was worse.
Huh. Yeah, the only way that would happen, it's like if something was brushing against it.
But it's just sitting on top of a pillow and nothing's touching it. That's why I don't understand.
Are people complaining or are they willing to deal with it?
Y'all, is it bad? They said it's a
like a
clicking sound.
Yeah, I don't know. I can try. Let me try turning this down. Maybe that'll help. Hold on. Is that any better? Is that better? I don't hear it as much.
I don't either.
It's gone, right?
Hey, Cameron.
Okay, it was me. My bad. I think it might have been just my stuff was too loud, maybe. I don't know.
That's a new name. Welcome.
The mold is high in Texas. Don't judge my half-finished TV hanging behind me. I do things at my own speed.
Ashby over there slinging mud in the true crime community. Ash, you got you some haters, girl. She's created her army of haters over there.
Oh my gosh. She I wish I could see her. There's very few people like, don't you feel like in this community that nothing lasts forever, like as far as hating goes?
Mandy.
Except Telfer. I don't like her, but no, I'm just joking. But real like things go full circle and people eventually get over stuff.
Listen, how do you I think everybody has a different perception of how this community came together. What was your experience?
So I used to watch Nikki tutorials faithfully, and one day, Katey, Miss Wonderful, came up and said on recommended videos, and she literally, bless, had like 500, 700 subs. That was it. And so I watched her, and then subsequent people came up as recommended after her. And then everyone kind of, I think Amy Slayton was the thread that kind of brought everyone into the, you know what I mean? That was the original.
The OGs. That's what I think.
The original T was Amy Slayton. Speaking of, have you all seen her? Oh, that's a cat. Have you seen her TLC thing?
I see you, Ash. I saw it the first time.
Yeah,
No, that's why I said I don't ever get to see you anymore to talk to you.
Hey, Casey and Voomba.
Punky, how are you?
I will watch her today. I like Nikki Tutorial. All of them, those beauty gurus do nothing but fight with each other. And Jeffree Star broke up with Nate. That about broke my heart. I would be curious why people thought they broke up. I'm thinking someone must have done something because they seemed fairly happy up until, like, you know.
I think I started watching, I think I found Sam first, to be honest with you. I used to watch Sam's vlogs.
Yeah, I do too.
and her story times. I'm gonna tell you what, Samantha Telfer used to could tell. She could tell some stories.
On her way to work, she sure could. She
Yeah.
could tell, like, yeah, she could.
And then it was about the scam and all that. It was Ron and Katey. I watched when Katey went over to Ron's. It was like December of 2000. That was what, 16?
Something like that. And they did the big expose
Yeah.
on that. And then that turned into a thing because then it brought up the whole. I can't even remember the name of that person. I can't even remember the whole.
Our next
Countergate. We'll call that one Countergate. Remember?
Yeah.
Was it the same counter? Was it not? And that was
Countergate. Yeah.
Anyway, that was a whole snafu in itself. Everyone has those counters, by the way. I even had those counters, and I was because it like that was like the counters that were popular at the time. Speaking of, I had a gastric bypass, right?
Yes, I heard you mention that. I don't know.
In 2009, I had one. I spent a couple days in the hospital. I got out yesterday because they thought I had a partial blockage, either from scar tissue or something like that. And it turned out it wasn't. It wasn't that. You know how one doctor will look at it and see it, and another doctor will look at it and say, no, that's not it. But then it's like back and forth. But I wasn't able to keep anything down, and that's been happening for a couple of months now. Pandora's Box wants to know, did I stalk Tristan to her hotel? Ain't nobody stalked Tristan.
Pandora's Box, are you new, darling? Welcome.
She's unstockable. She airs everything. You can't stalk someone that puts it all on right.
Nancy. I hope you're doing well.
Nancy. Hey, B and Nancy.
Hope your son's doing good.
Been around for a while. Nancy's been around for a while.
Yeah, I used to talk to her on the phone.
Yeah.
I love Miss Nancy. She's good people.
Michelle Porter said it was me.
She does.
Clancy's here. Hey, Clancy. People are
one thing I can say, through all the bullcrap, I've met some really good people on here. Hey, Clancy.
Yeah. That's the one thing that you can say. It's like in this craziness that every once in a while you meet someone. Well, I met hey, Nana, I met the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So there's that.
That's crazy, ain't it, Mandy?
Is it that? I still sometimes sit there and go, I mean, what a blessing, but how did it even, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's one hell of a story, ain't it? Chad,
it's crazy. I mean, it's it's crazy all the way around, but it's something that I'm amazed by. But
the brush, yeah.
Hey, Mayor's daughter. Mayor's daughter.
Hey, Mayor's daughter.
Was in the same unit as Sean, not at the same time though. He was in Vietnam. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing that. She's pretty proud of it.
Hey, Nana. You know what, Lacey? I said the other day on Twitter, if I wrote a book about my life, I would be rich.
You should, Bless. You should write a book. They said sounds like Bless is moving an entire room. I think that
actually I have been. To be honest with you, I'm rearranging my whole bedroom.
She let me have a glimpse of her hair before we went live because she's been cleaning, and I was like, "Go ahead and show it." And she's like, "No way."
That's something to be proud of. I'd be
I'm
proud.
gonna plug in earphones and see if that helps, if I can find them. If I can. I had earphones right here. The dog had them, and now they're missing. Hold on. Let me go find them.
Kaylee, I'm
They're
just
right.
talking to you too. I know, Derizzle, and I don't know what it is. I put headphones in and it didn't go away. See, now it quit. I don't know. This computer's old, Chad. Yeah. Here.
Did that stop it?
Good night, Mayor's daughter. Thank you.
Did that stop it? Oh my God, it was me. I don't hear it anymore. I don't hear it anymore.
Baby, I got to run down the road. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
You know.
Hold on, Mandy.
Okay.
Mute this thing.
What?
Talk to the
No
people
problem.
for a minute.
What?
I will talk to the people. I see a lot of people in here that I know well. Thank you, Nana. I gave in, even though I kept it dark for the most part. I went ahead and threw a couple highlights in. I'm just used to it. So I went and had some highlights thrown in probably not very long ago, about a week ago or so. And I like it a lot better. And I put makeup on just so that you good people could see me not looking half dead. But yeah, I was in the hospital for a couple of days. I don't usually post stuff like that. Sometimes I do, but I didn't because I know you can see my hand and that's it. Sorry. But it was one of those things where I was hoping that they would figure out what it is. A lot of times it's just like no matter what I eat, whether it's straight liquid or whether it's something solid, it comes right back up. So they did a CT scan and thought it was a partial block and that kind of thing, and was a lot of pain, but I hung in. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Let It Go. Thank you, Courtney. I hope it looks natural. Sometimes I think, is it obvious that I'm hanging on to youth? But whatever. It's for those of you who don't know, I'm 40 and I cling to 39 with like all my claws, but it didn't stop it. So the diagnosis was, I'd have to look at the paperwork. Basically it meant slow moving gut is what it translated into. And I was like, what does that even mean? And they tried to blame it on everything. That's okay. They tried to blame it on everything under the sun and the moon. Sean was awesome. I had to beg him to go eat and to go get some sleep or whatever. So, and I'm not used to that. My ex didn't have time for that. Haven't been in the hospital a whole lot, but he didn't have time for that. And Sean was absolutely freaking amazing. So, so no real diagnosis. Today it was okay. It wasn't too bad. It's mainly water. And even if I just sip a little bit, it's still, the immediate reaction is to get sick. So anybody in here, if they have any ideas, let me know. They thought it was an obstruction. Thank you, Honey Boo Boo. They thought it was an obstruction, but it turned out not to be. So, well, one doctor thought it was a partial obstruction and one thought it wasn't. So they did that contrast swallow where They see how it moves through and does it move the whole way through, and it did. And so, she said they tried me on liquids last night. They did okay, and they sent me home. And anybody who's been in the hospital knows that's all you want to do is go home. You don't. It's no fun to stay there. I was in CCU because if there is an obstruction and bowel starts to die due to it, it's emergency surgery because you can go septic really quick. So anyway, thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it. Like I said, I only did this because I was going live. It's not like I sit like this. I looked really bad before I cleaned myself up and put some makeup on. But anyway, so that's what that was about. So she ended up, the doctor kind of came in and said, well, the surgeon says you can go home if you want tonight. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I want to go home. I got 2 hours sleep the first night. And then and then the next night, last night I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I also have a cough. The mold's high in Texas right now, and I'm allergic to mold. So if it's not one thing, it's another. So if I cough hard enough because of the mold, then it's that. But whatever. I'm gonna try probiotics. Another thing they did was magnesium because I was having pretty bad muscle cramps. They tried that and that worked as well. So just incorporating a lot of things into it. But there you go. Hey, Rhonda. So, I don't know how many of you know what I'm going to wait for Bless to come back on, because she's going to kick off the conversation about what we came on for. But one of the things that the puppies everywhere, one of the things, I haven't been able to watch things for the last couple of days. There was Wi-Fi in the hospital, but I didn't watch anything. So some things kicked off, it sounded like, and back to, I guess, regarding Suboxone Gate. But anyway, it should be interesting once it gets going. The main thing that I wanted to say as far as I go and what I say is, if when I say talk about how I feel about the situation when we get it started, I want you guys to realize that I respect everyone's opinion about what we'll talk about. And I hope that you respect mine. And it's not even that major, but I think we all like different, we respect and like different people. And some of us have issues with other people. But that's the main takeaway from everything. Anyway, were you able to hear any of that, Bless? Did she come back or did she not come back? I'm out of.
Yeah, I'm back now. No,
I was like,
I heard the first part about you having. Didn't you say you were having problems because of your gastric bypass?
I just explained I was in the hospital for a couple of days, and when there's a lot of pain,
scares me, Mandy. I've thought about having it, but every person I know that's had it, they've had complications years afterwards.
And I don't think if I had to do over again, I wouldn't do it. I would absolutely not do it if I had it to do over again. So, thank you, Do. Let's kick it off. Bless. Let's get going. Let's put it out there. What I said was, I know that everybody likes, respects, doesn't like different people in the community, and I think we can all have a healthy conversation without not disliking or stop liking or turning against people because they have a different opinion. Does that make sense? You're like, I don't care.
There's lots of people that I don't care for in the community, but you would never know it. You know what I mean? I can coexist with people. But I'm gonna tell you now, I've been in Katey's shoes where there's been live stream after live stream after live stream, and it ain't a joke. Now,
I didn't even bring up who it was about. I just brought up that we were gonna kick it off and talk about it. So Now y'all know it's about Miss Wonderful. What do you think, Bless? Tell your part of it. What is your thought on where we're at as far as people and what they're saying? She's like, I don't even have anything to say.
I wish friendship. I don't understand why friendships have to be aired publicly. Is what bothers me.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. For those of you who don't know, Katey said the other day at about 2:00 in the morning that her dad had bone cancer, and she was shook. She saw on Facebook her stepmother had posted, that she wanted her prayer warriors to rally around her because her dad had bone cancer.
I've been up all night like she was calling all night. I wouldn't have slept either. Yeah. I'd have done the same thing. I'd have been flipping out.
I know. Exactly. And for those who have any
mother to cancer, of course she's going to think the worst of the worst.
Hey, Sherry. So the first thing that I thought, and anybody who has a little bit of knowledge, when you hear bone cancer, you think, okay, well, there was some other cancer and it went to the bone. So that is a different, and I think that's what people were thinking. Like it was in all the bones.
Why?
And she didn't mean that. She never meant that.
Where are you going?
She didn't have any idea. She was just reaching out to her people for support. So she's taken heat because people think that for whatever reason she was dishonest about it. Now, one thing I know about Katey is that she adores her father. For better or for worse, Katey and I, we do talk outside of YouTube. I have confided in Katey, and she has never, ever, ever shared anything that I've ever told her. And when Sean and I came out as a couple, she had my back.
Yeah, I do got
so there's that. I think that when people they say they can't hear me. Hold on.
I can't even see the chat.
Can y'all hear me now?
I don't want that. No, where are you going?
Feed the dog.
Take it out. Can y'all hear me now? What about now? Oh, it's Bless. Bless did.
It's not you. You're perfect. It's all the background in Bless's place.
That's why they can't hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me plug this back in.
You're good.
I'm sure they love hearing me hack. I know y'all can hear me while I say that, but okay. So she's muted. Okay. Then I'll give my little thing. So Katey believes in a few different things that I know of, and this is from me knowing her. It's not that I've discussed it. One of them is karma. She would not ever say that her dad had something like that just to say it or to get money, which she didn't ask for. So that there's that. I think that they're both scared. I listened to just before I went live, I listened to the whole stream with Katey and her mother, Lana. And the takeaway from that is they're both not clear exactly what's going on with him. Her dad receives treatment at the VA. The VA provides care. But thanks, Julie. But they didn't he's very like, okay, well, all right. And then he doesn't really understand himself. So I don't think there was any we still don't know what he has. That part could have cancer. It's not that. The second thing, oh my gosh. The other thing is Katey will troll her own chat, and she will get people started and she will whatever, but that's what she does. But in this instance, I think she's as scared as she says she is, not understanding. It sounds like he and Lana are going to move in. He has medical issues that extended beyond this. And I think that, she's all he has left. She's already lost her mother to cancer. I'm quite sure she's terrified that, the same will happen with him. So that's the takeaway with that. But, and like I said, if you don't agree with me, into her boyfriend's house, you're right. The relationship with Dylan is between Dylan and Katey, and she shares what she shares, and people have an opinion on it, but I see 1,500 people watching it.
Yeah. So exactly. Preach. Preach, man.
People obviously.
And I'm gonna tell you what, if Katey was smart, I told her what she needs to do, and she needs to do it. It's what she needs to do.
Yep. She's scared. You're right. And if you don't like Katey, that's Katey doesn't care. First of all, she's not. If you don't like her and you want to attack her in her chat, she'll be the first to kick you out. She's hot-headed like a lot of us, and there's that. But I don't think that everyone should attack her for being dishonest about her. That's not right. That's not right. She's scared. You're right. If it's their business, then don't throw it online. But here's the thing with her. If you watch it, then make your own opinion, and you can give your opinion. But what's going to happen is the heart wants what it wants. You can have a non-perfect relationship, and it can, not be what other people would consider healthy. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work for that person. She said herself, she's head over heels in love with Dylan. And that's her. But y'all watch
I feel like her relationship and her friendships, that's nobody to judge. You know what I mean? That's her business.
I have no idea if she pays rent. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I just know that she's my friend.
None of our business.
It's none of our business. And I talk to her offline, so I don't know. Like I watch her, but I don't watch everything. I know she can be cleaning her house and be live and have 700 people watching her clean her house. There's something to that.
Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah.
That's where he's from.
Yeah, like
listen, there's how many watch her sleep, Mandy? What, 800, 900 probably?
Exactly. You're right. Let it go.
Sleep.
She makes it your business. It makes it our business. You're right. And I'm not trying to cause controversy. I'm trying to just stick up for a friend who's going through something. That's it. That's it. Just like you guys stick up for me on Twitter. That's it. Yeah. I'm not out to like I said, the things that I've confided in her over the course of our friendship, she's never shared with anyone. And that's not, you can't say that about a lot of people in our community.
Anything I've ever told her, she's never.
No. I shared something very personal with someone. No, I did not sleep with my cousin. But I did kiss my cousin, make out with my cousin. I did not sleep with her. And it went all over the community, and I did not expect that person to tell. And so anyway,
there's some hell too.
And I see what y'all are saying. I mean, those are your opinions.
I can't see the chat. What are they saying?
So Let It Go says she doesn't like her filthy mouth.
You think it's bad now? Katie has grown a
Rizzle.
lot. Go back to like a year ago.
She has. I've heard her
She
say
had that
something that would
surgery.
make a.
Katie
Yeah.
has grown so much. So much.
Yeah. And like I said, all of you that are saying,
Every day.
Hannah says, what WTF, I act a fool and I can't pull a crowd. So that's kind of funny. But that was the yeah, and there's a few people that I've confided things in them and they haven't told, but the other thing with Katey is when we came out, she supported Sean and I, like I said, and that was important to me because I didn't know how it was going to be received. We had no idea how it was going to be received.
What?
So leave here about 7:40. Good job, but I'm 3:00.
You're right. Let it go. It absolutely is. They're telling you to mute.
Hey,
Les.
Sarah Smiles. Hey, Wheezy. I see those names, but the chat's not moving.
Is it not? Are you on live chat?
I'm on the StreamYard page.
See, that's why I don't use that one. I watch it from a different device. You're Hannah, that's hilarious.
You need me to mute again?
Bless his end. A couple people have told me. It's running smooth for everybody else. The chat's running fine. Bless might just have to restart the live chat at the top.
You might have to restart the live chat. Like, click on it again. Click the thing.
Else is fine. We can hear you fine.
Okay. There you go. I am so flattered. Those of you who are saying I look pretty, that means the world to me, especially after being in the hospital for 2 days and looking at myself in the mirror.
When I see you.
Well, and it was funny because when I went to the emergency room, I mean, I was literally I was crying. It hurt so bad. And I was like, I need to take a shower. Like, it was shower time, right? And then I went into the hospital and so I was like, oh, if I thought I needed a shower before I came in, I need a shower. But Sean was awesome. He was like, you look beautiful. I was like, no, I look like death. But thank you guys. It means a lot to me. Cheshire Cat says she doesn't agree with a lot of what Katey does, but she has something special about her. Charisma, sense of humor, wit. That is exactly it.
Yes.
Katey trolls you guys all the time.
And you have to
even
know
realize it.
Trolling. 75% of the time, Katey is trolling you.
She is. She knows what she's doing when she starts
knows
talking
how
about
to
stuff
keep
that
y'all watching.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She has matured. I think finding someone that she loves, whether you agree with their relationship or not, has done a lot. I think her surgery and losing weight and feeling better about herself, she was miserable with herself before.
Yeah. I was watching some of her older videos.
You actually
today.
are all glowing and shit now that you're with Sean and away from Sam. Thank you, Wheezy Jefferson. She is toxic. I'll leave it at that. And I'm toxic too. We're not good together. We not me and Sean, me and Sam. We are not meant to be friends.
Fire and gasoline.
Exactly. We are not. We have tried. It's just not. And the last time we went head and head, it got so nasty that I was embarrassed. I don't know how she felt, but I was even embarrassed. But the thing is, Bless, you know, she went for my son. I went for her kids. You know how that goes. It never ends well.
Boomin says Katey ain't no dummy. She's 42 after all. Exactly. She's trolling all the time.
Yeah, and people think she's 42. People believe that. I'm like, she's like, I'm 42. I'm too old for this. And it's like, and they'll be like, she's 42. She's ridiculous acting like that. I'm like, y'all, she's not 42. There you go. They are for real. Katie's going through it. We don't know.
And it's not staged for those who think it's staged. No.
She's going through it. And if you don't want to see her go through it, or you don't want to see what she has to say, just turn it off. You know, that's Nana said, sorry, off topic, but I have a question for Sean. I don't see it. The $3,000, Miss ATX, the 3,000. I don't know what the $3,000 is. I don't know. What is the 3,000? You know, Blessed, do you know what the $3,000 is?
No.
Oh, I know what it is. It's when she explained the story about how she got the money over to that girl that tragically lost her son. I don't have any idea what happened in that situation. I know what she explained and it looked legit to me. But again, that $3,000 is between her and the girl and the people that donated. I have no idea. I don't. After the Dee Crenshaw thing happened, the girl that supposedly, and I donated to, I've never donated again to anybody that's sick or anything. And that's just what I've had to do. Did she collect money for Yabba? I have no idea. But I know if you ask Katey, she'd probably tell y'all.
Yeah, she sure would.
When she explained how jacked up her, when she explained how jacked up her PayPal was and how she was waiting for this and that and this and that, it sounded very, very real. And I think but I don't but that's not for me to decide. I didn't donate. So, but I can understand if you donated, but her story sounded absolutely, she showed receipts, didn't she? Didn't she turn her phone around and show exactly what happened?
She called PayPal.
Right on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Right on the live stream. That's what I thought. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not trying to tell you guys that you all have to like her. And I'm trying to catch up on these questions. Oh, Lord, Nana knows best. Sean, they're asking what the tattoo is, I think, on her ankles, what it sounds like to me.
Hey, Mills. She called to have PayPal read off everything. Reggie made it.
She absolutely did. She
Reggie did hear Reggie say that any fundraiser that she participated in was 100% legit. And I think Reggie is I respect Reggie, and I'm going to leave it at that. Hey, Rhonda.
Sean doesn't even know what the damn tattoo is. That's hilarious. He's like, Sean, you're crazy. Sean is like I said, he is the, next to my dad and my son, the funniest person I've ever met in my life. People don't realize that. He's hilarious.
Hey,
so I don't understand. I don't know what happened with her in Ridgemont High. Do you know what happened with her in Ridgemont High?
What?
Do you know what happened with Katey in Ridgemont High? Why that friendship ended? Because they were close.
The way I feel about that situation is I don't even want to know what happened. It's none of my business.
See, and that's always been,
nobody knew what happened.
That's always been Bless's philosophy on everything. Is Bless is like, it ain't my business.
If me and anybody, it wouldn't be publicly if we had a falling out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can coexist pretty well, except for there's maybe one or two that I will not coexist with. But
who, Bless? Say who is it? Who is it? Say it. Give the initials and let people guess. Say it. She's like, nope, not gonna do it. Yeah, it said not to make Sean jealous, but when are ATX and Sally getting married? It's in the works. No, she and I are just gonna be girl crushes. We can't make it happen. I can only be married to one person, and Sean won it. We've been working on Sean's little room to put we have put shelves up and stuff. We went and got his stuff.
Look at your Twitter the other day. That's your pictures and stuff.
Yeah, we went and got his stuff from North Carolina, slipped in and slipped out. And it's looking really good.
Sean had posted of a thing that you had made for him.
With his DCU top. We were excited that he still had it. We didn't know he still even had it. So I'm super proud of him. There's nothing stolen about his service or what he did. So that's pretty low blow on her part, but that's
said
par for the
that?
course with that one. TT did. She said he was a human resources thing. He didn't do anything. Even though he was in Iraq, he wasn't. The truth is he could have done, like, stayed behind the wire. He said, no, you're going to put me out there. That's why I'm here. And he was a public affairs officer, and he reported on attacks. So, I mean, and I've never heard about someone talk about someone's penis as much as she does. She must miss it. She's got to.
Does she still go on like that?
Oh my God, his balls, his penis.
I thought she went to Twitch and wasn't on the YouTube no more.
She's been tweeting all about it. I see the screenshots. She talks about it more than anything in the world. Girl, go, you getting it from everyone in Jacksonville. Go do your thing. Don't talk about Sean's penis. I got that. Anyway, that's pretty, I guess that was slutty sounding. Yeah, no, bless, it's worse again. Yeah. She does. Yeah, I did. That's why I threw that dress away. It stunk. Yeah, it's good to see someone who fought for our country and sacrificed so much. That alone deserves respect. In fact, I'm going to show you something. There you go. Sean's telling you that. Let me show you something right now. I'm going to take it and I'm going to show it to you. We're moving our place around, so don't be judging if you see something messy. But this right here,
too, Sarah.
Look at this. This is a Bronze Star. These are coins that he got from different people of rank, and this is his award for the Bronze Star. So there you go. If that's called not doing anything, I don't know. Not everyone gets a Bronze Star. So there you go. So not calling stuff stolen valor and all kinds of craziness is ridiculous.
Nana, I was working like crazy.
Thank you, Moxie. I do. I thought that I'd known love. I adore my children, and I respect the hell out of the fact that was the father of their children, my ex's. But I've never known love before until now. And even my ex says kind of the same thing. He's got his own journey, and it's not for me to put out there. But this is the first time I've ever known true love.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. And that's why we try to keep details offline as much as possible, because I don't want people to think it's fake. Like, Yaba quit following me, not Sean, but me, because she said, okay, now I know it's fake, and she blocked me. It's really not. And that's nothing against Yaba. Yeah, she did. That's what she said before she blocked me. But it is what it is. Hannah said in a non-sexual way, I only watch T for Sean. You probably aren't the only one. Yeah, and that's Sean and I are partners, and I've never been like that. It was kind of like I had a dad was in my ex. It was like kind of like, I got sober, which is amazing. Oh, bless, I got in chat. I took my last Suboxone on the 25th of December, and I've been doing good.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm proud. It's not easy, but I took the last one on the 25th, and I'm not going back. But those of you who take it, that's awesome. If that helps you, then that's it.
How long
have
did you take it for?
Plans in the near future. I took it for 4 years. Took it for 3.5, 4 years, something like that. But it got, and the main thing is, like, after a while, you realize they have you. right? The clinic I would go to, they have you. They know you're going to be there every month or every other month. I was able to go every other month because they would give me a refill. But thank you guys. But those of you who are on it, like I said, if you need to be on it or that's your journey, I'm all for it. It was time for me. And plans that I have in the coming future, the plans I have in the coming future require that I not be on it. And I'll leave it at that.
Oh, I know what that means.
Yeah, we went to an appointment to talk about that the other day, and it's a 75% success rate, even everything considered on that part. On my part, because I'm 40, I have to have certain things like, but I'm not in premenopause or menopause, and I still have 28-day cycles, so it's pretty optimistic on that part. Except that I'm going to be getting up in the middle of the night at 41 years old. But that's okay. That's okay.
You know what? Maybe I'm thinking about doing the same thing. So
Are you really?
Yeah.
That would be so freaking awesome. I'm excited.
I sent an email last week to get an appointment.
Did you? So is he going to have to reverse anything?
No.
No.
I
really?
Undone.
That one is much easier from what I understand. They said at my age that even if he didn't have anything done and we were just trying, we have about a 7% chance every month of getting pregnant. So I don't know what the raw data is when you take 75% when they reverse it and then you take, I don't know, but I'm going to go to an appointment, and then in vitro is 100%. It's just really expensive. And since I apparently got $750,000 in a divorce, or $500,000 or whatever it is that I got, that shouldn't be any problem, right? That's what his ex says, that I had a divorce settlement and got $500,000, but I'm in an apartment until we're going to get a house eventually, but if I had $500,000, we'd be in Europe. Right?
I need a loan.
We knew, that's how we kind of knew she hadn't been served, because I said, oh no, if she'd been served, there would be hellfire. And so there was.
Why is Izzy barking like that, Chad? Chad. Hold on, Mandy. It sounds like the water's running. Hold on.
Okay. Wheezy is so cool. Wheezy lit me up a couple times in the on Twitter, but we're just cool now. I love me some Wheezy, but it was funny. She put me in my place. So yeah, I have depression too. So for those of you who are talking about it, I have it, and right now it's a little bit worse because I am coming off Suboxone. Suboxone stays in your system for a very long time, and then when you come off of it, it you got anxiety and depression, but go for a walk, do whatever, combat it. The biggest thing with depression is, and my dad says this all the time, is fool it. When it's trying to get you down, throw on your shoes and go for a walk and let your natural serotonin combat it. Those endorphins will fire up and get out of what you're staring at. If you're like depressed and you're in bed and you're staring at your four walls, fool it. Your brain can be fooled by jumping out. And I did cold turkey it. It's not the best way to do it, but that is exactly how I did it. Yes, you're right. Sometimes going through nightmares brings us to our blessings. That's right, because at the end of the day, whether it's whenever it is, it's the end result is Sean is gonna and I are gonna be together forever. So
yeah.
But yeah, fool your brain. Don't let your. I had a psychiatrist tell me not too long ago. Your brain lies to you, and so when you start feeling some kind of way, just remember your brain lies to you and tell yourself, I've got a brain that lies to me, and it works.
Yeah, it's stupid sometimes.
How many days we put y'all on my nephew is trying to get off of his?
I'm
Yeah,
not.
how was it, Mandy?
When you come off Suboxone, it's nothing like coming off of like Oxy or hydrocodone or any heroin. Even it's nothing like that. The biggest thing that happens when in the first, it takes about 2 days for the withdrawal symptoms to start. At least it did for me. And there's nausea, there's restless leg, there's that kind of thing. Not as bad as the others. If there's a medicine called clonidine, which is a blood pressure medicine, it's not a benzo, it's not anything like that, and it has been used for opioid withdrawal. That helps with the restless legs. It helps with
They
whatever.
used to give Haley that.
Yeah, it helps with, yeah, exactly. So that helps. Your doctor can give you Zofran. Finnegan, stay away from. It'll add to the restless leg, but clonidine will help you sleep and it'll help you with your restless legs. That's the biggest thing. And it's just making it through day by day and going for walks and getting out of your element. It helps a lot. So if the 25th, so what has it been, 3.5 weeks roughly that I got off? I don't know what today is. Right now it's just kind of anxiety, depression, and it comes in waves. All of a sudden you'll have that sinking, but it goes away. It passes. Yeah, it is. It's mostly a blood pressure medicine, but it'll put you to sleep. And it also, okay, Cameron, that's all. It also will put you to sleep. And that's the biggest thing, is it's hard to sleep when you're coming off something. Everybody kind of knows that. Yeah, restless legs, I can handle just about anything, but restless arms and legs makes me insane. Right, you're right, Wheezy. When you have the Suboxone, it kind of coats those receptors, and you don't really cry. You don't really.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah. It's called clonidine, Haley.
Again.
Well, I came off Suboxone, but if you're asking what med helps, it's clonidine. Sean typed it up a few. If you look up, scroll up, you can see Sean typed it. Your doctors are pretty good about giving it because it's not a controlled substance. It's not addictive. It's not, but it's beneficial if you just ask him about it. And then other than that, I've heard methadone withdrawal is hell on earth. I've heard that.
Watch the camera.
Melissa, I think that
come here.
The fear of the withdrawal is what keeps people kind of like, at least for me, it's what kept me paralyzed, because it's so scary. People are scared to withdraw. If you've ever withdrawn off of an opioid, you know how horrible it is. But you just make it one day at a time, and it does it. And do whatever you can, and whether it's go for a walk. Tapering is the best way to do it. If you're an addict, tapering isn't part of your repertoire. You know what I mean? You don't tapering. I could have tapered off Oxy, but that wasn't part of my. Thank you, Nana. Yeah, the constipation is killer though. They do make an actual medication that's for opioid-induced constipation, and actually, Suboxone is considered an opioid, but it's a slightly different type. You'll have to read up on it. It's called Movantik, and it that's what it's specifically for, is opioid-induced constipation. So, I can spell it, but you can ask your doctor about that. Most insurances cover it, especially if you're in I think that's how you spell it. That's how you That's what it's called. So, and it works. Pharma will always find a way to make everything bearable so that they can continue to get their bottom line. I tapered so I could stockpile in case they cut me off. Hey, that's thinking like a true. You think like I do. Yeah, that's good, Tallulah. That's good. The biggest, when you watch the weeks go by and you haven't gone back to it, because I had been off of it for a month before. And when I wasn't strong enough to cancel my appointment, showed up to the appointment, got my prescription, and took it. And I had been off of it for a month. So good on you for that. Punky Bee takes Cinnaday to combat kratom constipation. More than y'all wanted to know, but it works though. That's cool. Punky, does kratom work for you? I'm on a pain contract and pain meds because I have lupus and RA, and I manage my pain for the last 10 years, and I've been with the same doctor for 14 years. I'm lucky. And and you know what? That's what those meds are there for. Those meds are there to help people who are in chronic pain. So my personal thing is, long after the pain was gone, I was still abusing my medication. That for those of you who don't know my story, I was on 360 milligrams a day of prescribed roxicodone. It was 30 milligram pills, and I was prescribed 12 a day. So I got 180 every 14 days. And I still ran out.
So Maybe we need to do addiction streams again.
I know. Those were like, for a while when I was making those vlogs, every once in a while I would get something. They'd be like, I was up all night withdrawing, and your vlog was the only thing that I was like, that got me through. And I was like, now that makes me feel good, you know? Sherry said, so kratom would help me get off methadone.
I've never took
people use it. The thing is, though, like when you have a tolerance, you have to. It takes a lot.
Doesn't Sean know about kratom?
Yeah, he's typing in the chat about it. It's the best thing. Like I've used it. I'm using it a little bit to get off Suboxone to make it a little bit better. But I use the extract. They make like a bottle of extract, which is like the equivalent of 10 pills, because I can't swallow 10 of those suckers. And it helps a lot. In the beginning, it helped like tremendously, but Sean's scaled back to just about next to nothing. Both of us trying to get straight for this next journey in our life or whatever.
That's a blessing.
It is. We're excited. My parents are excited. My son's excited. Everybody's excited. I never thought, number one, I never thought that it was in the cards for me to have another one. Like, because I didn't have to have any sort of surgery or
you were done.
Birth control. Yeah, 19 and 21. And in February, they both go up in a year. So it's like, but I'm excited. And I have no doubt it's going to happen. I don't know. I might be crazy, but I have no doubt it's going to happen.
I hope so. I'm going to pray for you.
Thank you. And we've talked about, because of my age, what happens if, there's, and so we're ready for anything that happens. We'll love it no matter what. I guess I shouldn't say it. It's a him or her, but. Okay, Cheshire. It was good to see you. I used to watch Cheshire's vlogs when they would be walking to her mother's house with her husband. She probably doesn't know I used to watch her. And when she talked about the Diva Cup, I watched that too.
Is she leaving?
Night, Durizzle. Durizzle, why are you going to bed? Isn't it morning?
Good night, Cheshire.
I thought it was morning where Drizzle is.
You know what? It's hard to believe that the people in here, we've known each other for like, what, 3 years?
A long
A long
time.
time.
Hey, remind me how it went down, because I was trying to explain it to Sean. So I remember that after the infamous car scene, I streamed it on my channel after it happened. But how did that even happen? Like, who told me about it happening? Did you call me and tell me? Do you remember?
No.
I don't either. I didn't know if it was Diane. I didn't know who told me. I remember I was on my way home from work and someone said, "Oh my God, ATX, you have to." The smartest thing you ever did was flip that camera around.
I know, because I knew she was crazy as hell.
But that was smart. That was really smart, because it would have been your word. You know what I mean? Anyway. I just was trying to remember who told me. I couldn't remember who told me. I remember I was trying to stream it and my dog was barking and all kinds of stuff.
Right, Tallulah? When somebody asked me about that, I was like, "What? You must be new. Welcome."
Well, and you were right, though. Like, I understood your point. Like, you were like, I'm trying to tell you that anybody could find you. You're lucky it was me. That's what you were trying to say. and I got that. But anyway, that was neither here nor there. Look, one of the top 10 events of our community. Oh my God, Sean, you're crazy. Sean and I want to make a top 10 scandals of the community montage.
You've had Pizzagate, Countergate.
There's yep. Oh my God, yeah. There's that, and then there's the infamous car scene. There's what else is there? There's the Suboxone Gate. There's I was trolling when that finally came out, the truth. I was trolling everyone, going, if anybody wants to send me Suboxone, I ain't gonna burn it. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Just send it to my house. Pantsgate. What was Pantsgate? What was Pantsgate? I can't even remember Pantsgate. Do you?
No, me either.
Explain. Bye, Drizzle.
Good night, Drizzle. Yeah, makeup ring.
Oh my God, that's right. The whole
drug ring.
The whole drug ring that's centered around you get makeup, but there's pills in it or something. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's been a few. I would have to sit down and think about it. Tittygate on.
Yeah.
Crystal got a pair. Oh, that's right. The pants from Sean that she talked about getting those pants forever.
And how much she paid for them? They were Lily Pulitzer.
You're right. It was like, I paid $30 for those pants.
Hey, Alley Cat.
That's funny. I do remember that now. Do you want to cover the whole the resurface of Suboxone Gate in the last few days, or no?
I think when's it gonna die? Why does it keep coming up?
I mean, everyone knows Randy and B lied. They've admitted to it, right? Now the my crap don't stink thing is one thing, when clearly there's been several times. I'm gonna let you cover that.
This is the way I look at that. If you are my friend, I'm gonna cover for your ass. I don't give a damn.
Right.
And we'll sort it out later. Okay.
Yep.
That's just the way it's gonna be.
And if you're an addict and you know what the terror of withdrawal is, then I get why it happened. I get that. The shittiest thing that ever to come of it was that it was exposed by the person that was being helped. But it turned into a freaking circus, and now it's coming back up, and they're saying, I don't even I can't with that.
Me either.
I can't even keep straight, like, okay, I know what happened and I get that, but they went back and forth so many freaking times. The only people that didn't go back and forth were see, my bedtime's at like 9.
Mine too.
I know we're both like the base level of it was Katey was backed into a corner to where she had to tell. She's like, "Look, I'm gonna tell because I'm tired of covering for it and whatever." Because it came out.
I don't know exactly what happened with that, and it ain't none of my business.
Exactly. See, that is always Bless's philosophy on everything. You may see her like something on Twitter, but she's not going to get involved.
I don't do that. That's why, look, I learned a long time ago, especially as a creator, and there's a difference between a viewer and a creator. And listen, the viewers is what really that makes the community, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
You're right about that. You're exactly right about that. I'm gonna I think we should have not to change subjects, but I think we should have a big old shit show wedding, me and Sean, and just invite everybody that hates each other. Just everybody comes. What do you think?
Vegas Barbie, I agree.
Except you,
it should have never been public. That's what I'm saying. There's so much shit on here that should have never been public. I don't get it. Loyalty is royalty, mother effers.
Exactly. You're right, Allie. When you're withdrawing, no sleep for you. If you take a shower, you need a shower because you're dirty, but you can't handle the water hitting you. It's horrible. Yeah, a Jerry Springer wedding. Sean, what do you think? Just a complete out and out shit. So thank you, Blue Skies. Just an out and out
Wheezy.
Just invite everybody. That would kind of be funny. I think that it would get a ton of views, not even just from our community.
Said, to have it at the beach or his parents' house. Have y'all decided?
I think no, not really. It's really a 50-50 of which one. His folks would love for us to have it there. I think, we'd have to ask him. We haven't even asked him, but at least the reception there. But the beach is kind of where he loves. Thank you, Michaela. I'm sorry, what?
What about your parents?
Shit, my parents are crazy. No, I love my parents. They're still together. They're just off the chain. Yeah, it could, but the thing is, I like the scenery at his parents' house. It's a traditional Southern house. Like when you think of a house, it's like a Southern house. That's it.
I've lived in Texas and I live in the South now, so I get it.
There you go. Yeah, I
was raised in Texas from 4th grade till 10th grade.
Thank you. Sheila Lee, I introduced Sean to jigger removal. Sheila Lee is the one that used to be active. I would see her in the chats. Sean is like mortified by it. But those of you who have never seen it, don't look it up. You don't want to see it.
What?
It's this guy removes jiggers in Africa out of the feet of people that are afflicted. And I'll tell you this, if you watch blackhead removal, you'll love it. And it helps people. But that's where she's from. And Sheila's the one that... Sheila, you need to send me the link to his music videos, Jim Inderucci's music videos again, because I was going to show Sean and I can't find it. But
hey, Mimi. I know you are. That's why we get along so good. And I love you.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
You're right.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to Sean how he's been exposed as a scammer. He does remove it. Oh my gosh, you're hilarious, Rhonda. That's kind of what I did. Okay.
Dr. Phil started this community. No, Dr. Phil didn't start this community. I don't think so. A lot of people, more people joined because of Dr. Phil.
Hey, Mimi Sweet Tea. A jigger is a sand flea. When the South Americans went to Africa to collect slaves, they introduced sand fleas. And what sand fleas do when there is no hygiene in place, much like in poverty-stricken Africa, like the Ivory Coast mainly, they burrow into feet. They have egg sacs. And so what they have to do is they cut the top layer of skin off, and then they got to pull the egg sac out, and it leaves a hole, like a honeycomb looking hole. So typically people who like watching blackhead removals like that. Sean looks like he's seen a ghost when he watches it, but he's like, I don't understand. I was like, what don't you understand? They got stuff in their feet that need to come out. Yeah, jigger is also measurement for alcohol, and it was also a term for his ex. Yeah, if you're creeped out by little holes, don't look it up. But I remember Sheila Lee, when I saw her in this community, I was like, aren't you also in the jigger removal community? She goes, yeah, that's me.
Why? Well, you better watch your good for you. Turn listen here. Hold on.
But yeah, it's also called a sand flea. It's not the same thing as a chigger. People think a chigger is the same thing. It's not. It's exclusive to Africa. And if you maintain hygiene, they don't burrow. They can't. So that's why Sheila, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, but that's why they flourish there where there's a lot of poverty, but they're not here. Don't worry, they're not here. But the white South Americans introduced them to Africa during the slave trade. So, yes, Vegas Barbie, you'll be addicted. It's if you look up jigger removal, you'll find it. Anyway, off topic, I suppose, but. Oh my gosh!
I think I'm gonna make me a Patreon.
You need to make you a Patreon.
Are you and Sean still doing vlogs?
Yeah, we're gonna start back up. We stopped during the holidays because we were honestly just like never here. We were either in Atlanta or we were at my folks' house doing family stuff. But I have we got an entire like vlogging camera and the whole thing. The main thing I want to know is, I know y'all want to see like vlogging, into thank you, Michaela. I want to, do you want to see like our life and a little drama review, or just our life? That's where we don't know, because we don't know. I mean, y'all are the ones that are watching. So what do you want to see? Our life or both? What do you think, Bless? Bless isn't really into drama. She don't care about that, but
I watch it. I just don't get involved.
Yeah. When you go down that rabbit hole like I did in November, it brought out the ugly in me. All of the above, or what are your most so there you go. I've said many times, like, we'll start having a conversation and be like joking around, arguing. We're not really arguing, but I'm like, this is the stuff we need to record. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is when we need to pull the camera out.
I give it to her, man. She puts her life out there. If I were to put a camera on me like Katey does, y'all would think I was crazy.
Yeah, but you would be like
letting people in your life like that, knowing your personal life like that. She opens up a lot. It takes guts to do that, because
it really
all
does.
those people are judging you, because everybody lives different. They have different standards of living. What she thinks is okay might not be okay. Like, people look down on you or judge you and want you to be this way, or think you should do it that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get
And I
it.
personally, she's hot-headed, and I personally think it's funny when she goes the hell off on somebody in her chat when she kicks them straight out. But I mean, that's just me.
Look, I've done
Like
been
I said,
dead and resurrected a couple of times, but I mean I would rather her be real with me than fake. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I always keep it
Yeah.
100.
Anybody who's talked to Katey like
We can get
offline,
through it as long as you keep it real.
yeah. Yep, you're exactly right. Katey wants loyalty. Bottom line, she wants people, she wants to know that you're loyal to her, and it's not like a ridiculous loyalty. It's like, okay, don't be friends with me and then go talk about me somewhere else. And I think everybody wants that, right? Everybody wants that. Katie's lit me up.
I will say one thing. They say her about, look, I was a mod in her chat and I go in everybody's chat. So about her kicking you out, that ain't true. Because she knows I've always
sorry.
Always.
Yeah.
Even if the person didn't like me, I'd still go in their chat. They might block me, but I'd still go in there.
I know. Bless will pop up anywhere with those eyes and be like, I'm here just so you know. Yeah. I'm not sure why people get intimidated by Bless, but they decide periodically. I think it's because you speak your mind, and usually it's pretty fair. Oh my gosh, Wheezy said, I think about the only good thing that came from the jumping on the car video is watching Trisha's boobs jiggle. I thought they were about to fall out. I thought we were. Did you, Bless? Were you like, those are going to fall out?
Well, you really don't want to know what I was thinking.
I
have to tell you offline.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I just remember I was trying to get my dog he was a puppy at the time, and I was like, be quiet. Everybody's like, your dog's barking and we're trying to watch this video. And I was like, okay, hold on. I was like, I don't know what to tell him. He's pulling curtains off the walls and everything else.
Yeah. Lula, you've been around for a long time. And you only pop up. Lula's about like me.
She pops up.
The problem is people get so invested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I see sometimes some burns on Twitter when someone's responding and burning, like, you know, and I am like, oh my gosh, that is a phenomenal comment. But I don't like, you know what I'm saying? When you see one that you're like, well, they just shut that on down. Wheezy Jefferson says, I just troll people by telling them I like her titties.
Wheezy makes me laugh.
Yeah. We've got a lot of cool people in our community. We really do. Even the people that I've sparred with or can't stand me, I still have an appreciation for them. Except Telfer.
Deep down, you do.
Well, I mean, I think it's like a bad relationship. After a while, you got to say we're not good for each other. You know what I mean? Like, whatever anyway, we're not good for each other. But I'm about to go to bed pretty soon. Anything else that
do?
It takes all colors to make a rainbow. You're right. And this is what I've always said, and myself included. If we had an ideal life, we wouldn't be sitting in this community. You know what I mean?
We're all a little crazy. That's true.
We're all a little crazy.
Yes.
You know, if we weren't, we wouldn't be parking in here looking at each other's craziness.
That's true. We wouldn't know.
And the one thing I've also realized, nothing is forever in this community. Just because one day two people hate each other, you can rest assured within a couple months they're not going to hate each other anymore.
Do not get involved in friendships or relationships. The way I look at it.
There you go. And politics. I see people in our community fighting politics, and I'm like, really? Anyway. I do need to jump off here, but I appreciate
Thank
everybody
y'all
that
for
was
coming.
here and all the kind compliments. Maybe I'll sleep in my makeup.
No, you had better wash it off.
I will. I would break out all over my face if I slept in my makeup, but I put it on for you good people. Anyway. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go to bed. I will talk to you soon. Bye, bless. Bye, chat.
Bye. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.